we in a relaxed thinking chair with this one. Listen, at the end of the day, you're going to get to that point where the elevation is forever continual, right? So I don't want anybody out there to ever feel like you're going to reach a point where you finally made it and you're magically are going, now we ascend. No, you're always going to want to continuously improve because there's always something to improve upon, right? We're never perfect. We're always perfecting ourselves. So, you know, that's the first things first. I need you to recognize that. Don't think that once you get the muscle, once you get the money, once you end up in the fucking sky, once you end up with any of these motherfucking external effects, that magically somehow like life is gonna just magically be over and you finish the game. Like, no, you have to realize that in every process of becoming that which everybody universally respects, although most outwardly reject what they inwardly respect, right? And falsely self-accept. Don't miss that, please, because a lot of people are out here rejecting what they inwardly respect and falsely self-accept because they don't want to do the work, right? We need to recognize that the work in every achievement is what matters the most, right? So when it comes to getting the muscles, it's not about the muscles. The muscle is just a direct reflection of the work that you put in and the comprehension that you have, because if you go to the gym, everybody's in there literally trying to do the same thing, right? And everybody in there is not on point. That's why I'm out here. I've mastered that. I've got the formula. You want to get jacked. You want to put on muscle. You want to keep the fat off. You want to increasingly get strong. Whatever it is you want to do on the physical mastery component of life, I've mastered that. I've thoroughly understood that. And that's what I provide on my program. So sign up for that so you don't be one of these dumbasses in the gym. But the point is, it's the person who attaches value to the steps that it takes to achieve the outcome that will always achieve the outcome. And that refers back to what? Intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation, right? So once you're intrinsically always motivated and prompted towards evolution, then you're always going to have something to do while you're alive, and you could never be bored. Most of these motherfuckers out here chasing desires, drinking, running away from themselves, you know, doing all this random shit, you know what I mean? Knowing that they want like real fucking amazing results, like sitting in the sky and motherfucking having muscles. And, you know, if you're a guy, you know, you might be gay. I don't know. Like, you just want sexual attraction. Like, everybody wants that shit. You feel me? At the end of the day, that's why Pornhub is going crazy. You feel me? So let's not even play that. But everybody's outside doing all this like random shit. You know what I mean? And they're totally avoiding the necessary steps that it takes to step in and just, you know, forever evolve. And that's the thing, is because they're bored, right? So they're always like, quote unquote, bored. But when you know that evolution, personal development, expansion, becoming, fulfillment of higher self is the fucking path to like everlasting enjoyment on this planet, because it don't matter how many times you drink, it don't matter how many times you smoke, it don't matter how many women you fuck, it don't matter how many dudes you fuck if that's what you into, it don't matter how many nuts you bust, bro, it don't matter how many orgasms you get. Those types of things are redundant as fuck. And you're gonna recognize that at some point. Hopefully you're gonna wake up and realize like you're wasting a lot of your lifetime, your life energy, your life resources, your money in things that are not bringing you back the satisfaction and the true elevation that you truly desire, right? So at some point or another, you're gonna start to accept what you inwardly respect and move towards acquiring and becoming that, instead of rejecting what you inwardly respect. Everybody respects the physique because it takes a hard, disciplined motherfucker to get a hard and disciplined body, right? It doesn't take much to be a fake sloppy fuck, right? To get money is the same thing. You have to help people. Like, you have to be a valuable service to people, right? To like, you know, so when people try to like denounce the value of the result, it's like, no, you can't denounce the value of the result unless you have achieved results that are fucking phenomenal. You see what I'm saying? So whatever why your world is yours, let's dial everything back, right? There's not going to be a certain point. I need you to know this, right? As the evolutionary who's watching my page and who's seeking the wisdom, there's not going to be a point. So detach from an outcome that is like, I've made it, time to ascend. It's not going to happen. You feel me? Like, when you die, that's what's going to happen. But In the meantime, consistently swag, consistently evolve. Stop doing that redundant shit. Like, a lot of people are so stupid that they really think that life is all about how much you can taste, how much you can eat, how many nuts you could bust, you know, how drunk you could get. And all of that shit ends up in regret, because deep down in your soul, you're not living at your highest potential, and you fucking know that shit, right? And then on top of that, knowing that you have this gift of a vision that you're being given, right? That without your choice, you're just being given this model of a fucking amazing individual that you should be, not could be, but should be. And you're actively ignoring it. So you're always gonna feel this weird sense of regret. See, it's a bad formula for life, you feel me? So whatever you are, your world is yours. I need y'all to understand, like, there's a couple of y'all that's on the program, I'll fucks with y'all. We forever rocking, you feel me? Like, I could take this shirt off. At this point, I don't really care about the muscles, you feel me? It's important, just like everything else is important. But the most important thing is attaching to the process of being and becoming, because it is in the journey that you will find the most joy, and not in the destination, you feel me? But always chart new journeys so you can land in new destinations, so you can have more experiences in life. This life is to be lived in a continual and perpetual state of being and becoming, you know? And it's not about what you consume, it's about what you become, right? So whatever you are, your world is yours. If you're not on the program by now, you're fucking tripping. DM me for fucking coaching. Hop on the program. The team is growing, and the team has some heavy hitters on there right now that I cannot wait until they fucking just get to that time warp where all of the wins are stacked and it becomes self-evident that they're real motherfuckers. So shouts out to everybody that's on the team. And you know, that's just the bottom line. So, you know, keep this shit positive, keep your life positive. Life ain't about busting nuts and eating food, you feel me? So, you know, once you get past all of that, you know, you realize, like, it's really about swag, you feel me? And the swag really boils down to who you can be and become, and if you can abide by that vision, you feel me, that you're being given. And the more you avoid that shit, the more your anxiety is gonna build, the more your angst is gonna build, and there's gonna come a breaking point where you either have a psychotic break, or you die or some shit, or you put yourself in critical condition, and then there's that point of no return where you have like some fucked up illness, you feel me? Or you just fall into full alignment and full submission to the higher consciousness. And once you do that, bro, I swear to God, the infinite blessings start rolling in. You know, everything around you is gonna try to make you feel like, you know, you're not doing the right thing, but that's how you fucking go against the Matrix. You know, the Matrix is just full of shit. It's trying to deter you, you know. And then there are people like myself who are moving in the Matrix that are active living symbols that are guiding you in the direction. And it's always up to you to press like X on a button to interact with Sheikhy and acquire a program. And when you acquire a program, you get on the other side and you were like, wow, like, fuck, dude, I just gave up like these 200 rupees and now I got all this fucking swag. You know what I mean? So don't be scared to give up money, because a lot of y'all say money doesn't matter, but all y'all ever do is wake up and live for very small amounts of money and don't get anywhere further and stay on a perpetual rat race for money that doesn't even matter, because it's not even that much money. It's not real money. Whatever you are, your world is yours. I love y'all. See y'all on the other side. Listen, we don't miss. It is what it is. We just gonna keep swagging. Everybody, listen to the call. Answer the call. Stop doing the other shit. You're not gonna find satisfaction outside of yourself. You're gonna find satisfaction in bringing what is within to the outside of yourself. You know, the best that is within to the outside of yourself. And that's the best I could advise y'all. You know, everything else, I just put a lot of game on the table. Everything else is you being a stupid motherfucker. Whatever you are, your world is yours. Your world is yours. Be a loser if you want. It's a choice.